your friend Kevin with another off-the-chain reading, meditation, visitation with you. Let's start today with grounding ourselves to the spot. So eyes down, palms up, heart open, big breath in. Release, let go of anything and everything that does not need to be here. Inhale. Release, exhale, let go. Inhale. Relax, ease, peace, love, calm, all of that on your exhale. Now bring your attention to the soles of your feet. And imagine that you have an internal scope, an internal camera, an internal guidance system, which you do, to give your body a scan. From the soles of your feet, pick up your toes, spread them out, put them back down. Feel your heels, the ball mound of your feet on the floor. Bring your awareness up through your calf muscles and your shin bones into your knee joint, left knee, right knee, up and through your upper leg bone, upper femur bone on your right leg, into your right hip joint. Move your attention to the upper femur bone of your left leg, left thigh, outer and inner thigh muscles, your left hip bone, and trace the feeling, sensations across your pelvic bone, pelvic bowl that holds your spinal column in place. Move up your spinal column. Bring your attention to your thoracic spine, those vertebrae behind your rib cage and your rib cage. Move up into your heart, clavicle bone, your neck, shoulders, arms, jaw, teeth, nose, cheeks, eyes, eye sockets, eyebrows, your forehead, your ears, behind your ears, all up through the back of your neck, the crown of your head, the top of your head, your forehead. And scanning your body fully and completely, sending light to any area that feels trapped, stuck, achy, stiff. Use your intuitive abilities to release, let go of all of that trapped energy. Now think of every cell of your body, the cells of your bones, the cells of the tissues of your muscles, the cells of the ligaments, the cells of every single layer of your skin. Imagine every one of those cells, and there's over 1 trillion of them. Think of them sparkling energy, glitter, tingling, energizing. Every cell supporting the next. be aware that the combined cellular makeup of your physical body renews itself constantly. As each individual cell expires, a new cell is generated. Just be with your breath. Be with the brilliance of your human body, your physical body. The body that works intelligently without your conscious knowledge. It's your vast energetic vibration beyond your physical consciousness works tirelessly to know when you are hungry, to know how to nourish your body. And for today's meditation, step into the ring of grace and humble gratitude that you have this brilliant body, this glorious body, this physical genius body that accomplishes so much without conscious thought. Then bring your hands to prayer. Acknowledge yourself. Acknowledge all the things that you have accomplished already, the path that you have walked already, the challenges you have surmounted already. And be with the grace that there is more to come. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bring yourself back into the ring. I never really know from one day to the next, one meditation to the next, what that meditation is going to produce. And that's what I find brilliant about this journey of my own, and I'm inspiring hopefully others to follow that same journey, that there is this intelligence, there is this unconscious vibration going on brilliantly behind the scenes that I'm not even aware of, and simply I get to. And sometimes I sit and ponder, how ridiculous have I been in years past, days past, times past, where I haven't really given credence to the fact that I've done so much already. What makes me think I can't do more? And then I look deeper into what makes me think these limiting beliefs that I'm not capable. And, you know, that journey not good enough that comes from somewhere. And then the forgiveness of the person that told you you weren't good enough. And the forgiveness for yourselves, myself, everyone, for believing that. And why did we all of a sudden turn a corner and realize, whoa, hang on a minute. I got to get real with this program, telling these silly stories. I was thinking this morning as I'm meditating before I picked up a different deck of cards for today. We're in a culture in the western part of the world. It's probably global, but more so here. Media consumption, social media consumption, the desire to be seen, to be heard. And yesterday, as I was putting my video up for viewing, I stumbled across a channel, young gentleman, and the thumbnail caption was "Stop making videos to increase your subscriptions," or something like that. And this gentleman was suggesting that we don't make constant content in order to grow a channel, that we do research into what people are interested in, what they want to know, and then follow those algorithms, follow those popular things, correct? Make videos like that. And he used examples of where, you know, one thumbnail happened to be mostly black and white, and the individual in the thumbnail advertising the video was wearing orange. And how he went on to show other people using that image or a different image of themselves advertising a different video. It's black and white with something orange in it. And there were many other examples. He talked about that the content and production of each video was much smaller than the research into how to grow this channel. And that led me to think, wow, this is about people getting seen and being viewed and being popular and being what have you, more and more and more and more and more. And then I'm led down this rabbit hole of, but does it matter? And if it matters, what about it matters? Does it matter that a person is seen by 1,000 people, followed by 1,000 people, 1,000,000 people? You know, we're hearing this in our culture. Such and such a person has such and such a many followers. And that seems to be more important. We hear this word as little as 5-10 years ago. They're called influencers. Adele, Lady Gaga, RuPaul. Because they are seen as different, fresh. They place themselves in a time space that is out of character with what else is going on. But they themselves, RuPaul, Adele, Lady Gaga, I can think of others. I don't know if they broke barriers or they just did what they wanted to do because they felt like what they were doing really mattered and it got noticed. I don't believe either one of those individuals put their hand up and said, my intention is to get noticed. My intention is to be followed by millions of people. However, it is interesting that the majority of people that now have these channels, like I do, that are on social media sites, many of them, we don't just have one, we have 4 or 5, and more coming. The quest is to be seen, to get there first, to get the most likes, to get the most this, to get the most that, the like, subscribe, all of this. And then I ran into, in my meditation with my spirits and angels, I am not a big believer in shameless self-promotion. I just have this issue with it. I see myself as being not the same as everyone else, because nobody really is. Not trying to be different or do something odd in a different way. I just am who I am with something I feel like matters, sharing what I learned to let me get through the day where I'm not feeling less than what I was designed to feel. And my journey with that awkwardness of growing up knowing I was different to any other boy, growing up feeling like an outcast but knowing that I really wasn't, growing up believing that spirit, God, the angels, whatever energy put me here loves me unconditionally no matter what, but yet physical people have been told who I am, what I represent is evil, an abomination, and should be destroyed. All of that, right? And I got through it. Picked up my belongings at 22 years old with one suitcase and $200 and headed off to America. And got here and realized, what have I done? Oh my, I remember that feeling, waking up in a bedroom. I can remember the blue bedspread. I can remember the room I grew up in. I woke up in on that first morning after that long, God knows how many hour flight through a place called Bangor, Maine. And here, I don't know how many years later, what has it been? 37 years later, I don't know, 20, I don't even know. Somewhere in the region, 32 years, I don't know, a long time. In each piece of it, there were highs and lows and challenges and woof, I don't know. And I was as far away from any parental control as I could possibly get. I couldn't have done it without some kind of extra help from some kind of extra spiritual something, which is now why I'm here doing this at almost 60. Anyway, all that to say, and then we get to our message. This is about recognizing and seeing that you, watching this, listening to me, are far more brilliant, far more powerful, and have done far much more than you probably give yourself credit for. And it's not really about landing on today, defining what today, being who you should be today. It is landing on that you've got everything you need and you can have anything you want. It's about defining that and using that and claiming that and being worthy of it all. And I hope this is helping. Sounds like a bit of gobbledygook, but I'm hoping it's helping. All right, let's get to our message. I have decided today to use the Fairy Tarot cards by the incredible Radleigh Valentine. And if you haven't already got it on tape or in print, Manifesting Your Magical Life, his latest book, is quite delightful read. Easy peasy, straight up and down, good quality, down home. It's like having a cup of coffee with your best friend telling you the tea about their life and how it can inspire you. But today I'm using Fairy Guidebook, and the illustrations are by Howard David Johnson. Incidentally, these Fairy Tarot cards work simultaneously with the Angel Tarot cards. So if you are beginning to learn tarot, which I urge you to do, these two are good companion cards to use together because they kind of complement each other. So I've already shuffled. I've already done my dedication to the fairies. I've already thanked them for bringing me what I need to know. And I'm going to take the first three cards off the top of this deck and we'll go with it. So what we're working with today is the Lover's card. What we need to know about the Lover's card is the Three of Summer, which is cups, which in traditional is cups. And then the outcome of what's likely to happen, life experience. And we see this fairy right here. standing at the steps of the Glastonbury Tor. Glastonbury is a village in Somerset, England, which is known for being rather magical, rather mystical. It was mentioned in the legends of King Arthur, Merlin, all of that. There's the Chalice Well. I mean, it's been folklore. You can't get into much folklore, British folklore, of the Druids and all of that stuff without getting into Glastonbury and the history of Glastonbury. Right, so let's start with what we know and where we are. And a 6 is a harmonious number of fairy tarot. The number 6 is true love that is long-lasting, choices made from the heart, a return to good health. So this is all about you, where you are, coming back to your power, coming back to being in love with yourself, loving what you do, loving the passions that live with your heart, and defining a bit more of that, painting, putting some more depth of colour into it. But I am going to read what Radleigh has to say in this guidebook. Engagement of marriage, true love, opposites attracting, seeking emotional support from others, and excellent health. So I'd say if you're in a relationship, it's going to be reinforced. If you're looking for a relationship, you're likely going to run right into one. And if you're not quite sure what you're doing, what you're about, get in love with yourself. Take a bath, nurture yourself. Decide to put your own ring on your finger. Get yourself some flowers. Treat yourself decently. Now, what are we working with in that energy? And it's the 3 of summer. The 3 of summer is basically, number 3 is you've done the work. You've worked on a plan. Now it's time to, poop or get off the pot. That's kind of in a way what the number 3 says. Number 1 is coming up with the idea. Number 2 is joining up the forces that make it happen. Number 3 is here you go, off you go. Take it to the next level. This says an impending wedding, becoming pregnant or giving birth, vibrant health, become part of a close-knit community or a chosen family. So by loving yourself, nurturing yourself, you're coming into good health and well-being. And or if you've just met somebody, it could be the love of your life. Now, what are our looking out for? What are we going to look out for today with this card? The things that we might be needing to pay attention to. And the number 16, again, a major arcana card that pops up. And this one is life experience. So I'd say, this would say, use what you know, where you've gone, how you've got there, your self-worth to guide the decision about this relationship that you're in, or the love that you're in, or the feeling that you've got. It also talks about the need for significant changes, perhaps a spiritual awakening, seeing the truth, releasing belief systems that don't work for you. This card is your wake-up call. I think that, if I'm looking at those 3 cards now, the fairies are telling you to honor yourself and love yourself for who you are, what you are, your individuality, your specialness, your creativeness, and find a way to use that, like bring your spiritual side and your physical side in sync with each other by seeing where in your past, through the things you've overcome and the things you've gone through, seeing where all that came together, and then using that knowledge, using that wisdom, using that power to not ever let anything stop you from moving forward. I thank the angels and you for bringing me a confirmation to what I was meditating on earlier. And that's it. All right, my loves, until next time, be good, be well, and I love you. Bye.